no, I don't. Now let's look at an example for things that we like, love, want, need, or have. The monster has 2 heads. Okay, now once again we don't have a helper verb, we just have the subject, the monster, and the main verb has. So we take do again, we put do in the front. Now, do takes the S from has and becomes does. Does the monster have 2 heads? We can answer with yes or no. If we want to answer with yes, we'll use yes plus the subject. In this case, we can just say it because the monster is an it. Yes, it, and the helper verb does. So yes, it does. Now if we want to answer with no, we'll use no plus the subject again, plus the helper verb, plus not. So no, it does not. Or no, it doesn't. Now let's look at an example of a sentence about schedules. The movie starts at 5 o'clock. So we don't have a helper verb, we'll take do. Once again, the movie is an it, so it'll become does. Does the movie start at 5 o'clock? The answer? Yes, it does, or no, it doesn't. Now for an example of abilities. I can slam dunk a basketball. So we know we need a helper verb to make a yes-no question, and it just so happens that in this sentence we have a helper verb already. I is the subject, slam dunk is the main verb, and we have the helper verb can. So there it is. We don't need to add do. We already have a helper verb. So all we need to do is take the helper verb can, move it to the front, and the sentence becomes, can I slam dunk a basketball? Now the answer would be yes or no. If you want to answer with yes, we take yes plus the subject, I, plus the helper verb, can. Yes, I can. Or if we want to answer with no, we take no plus the subject, I, plus the helper verb, can, plus not. No, I cannot. Or no, I can't. Now I'd like to mention that speakers of British English normally pronounce this word as can't, whereas in America we pronounce it can't. And now for an example of describing things and the way that they are. I am very handsome. You said I could use any sentence that I wanted to. What do you mean realistic?
You're handsome. You're a handsome guy.
So to make this a yes-no question, it's a little bit different when we use the verb to be. We don't need to add a helper verb when we use the verb to be. We just take the verb to be and move it to the front. I am very handsome becomes, am I very handsome? Now to answer it with yes or no, let's just take yes plus the subject, I, plus the verb to be, am. So yes, I am. Or if you want to answer with no, we'll use no plus the subject, plus the verb to be, am, and then we'll add not in there. So it becomes, no, I am not. But what if yes or no isn't enough?